Let you know, man, you are really encouraging me, motivating me, inspiring me. God is really using
This is
you
my
to help me
opinion.
out.
One of the things of the many reasons of why people cheat because they have no integrity. Let's start with that. Integrity is number one, right? Because with integrity is like I would do what I'm supposed to do or what's right when nobody's looking. That's integrity, right? And I get it. Um, let's look at this. I'm gonna dive deep. I believe that the reason most people cheat, not because you know the relationship is going sour, is that's a, I look at when people say the reason I did what I did was because the relationship is not what it used to be. That's a cop out. That's an excuse. That's an excuse to not deal with the real issue at hand. I get it. I trust me. I'm not hard on people that cheat or people that don't cheat. Neither way, I'm not judgmental. However, the truth of the truth and the facts are the facts. Most people mess around because that is an excuse or a cop out. I don't want I want to get my cake and eat it too. Like that's the main reason, right? I want to still be with my person, but I want to experience some other sexual things with this person because I'm not getting it at home. Versus having the conversation, hey, let's fix this, let's do that. And I believe that things will change if you're with a good person. Right. And if they don't want to change or they don't want to make it better, then leave. That's it. Listen, I think that our contract terms have ended. Now it's time for me to go my way. You go your way, period. Now, I think that a lot of people mess up with cheating. And I've heard horror stories in the last couple weeks, just talking to people randomly, right? I heard some horror stories. Some people like, listen, I've been faithful to my person and I wanted to mess around. I have opportunities to mess around. And this is too, let me drop the sidebar. That makes you so upset when you had the opportunity to mess around, but you didn't, and you're being faithful to this person, and then you come to find out they're cheating on you. Like that's a hard pill to swallow, but you got to swallow the pill. But I've heard horror stories where they've been cheated on and they've been faithful to this person. I mean, faithful. And then they cheated and then come back and then they have sex together and then they catch a STD. I've been faithful and now it's crazy. Right now, I get it. Now, this is on another side of the spectrum too. This is where I'm at. I'm almost 40 years old. I've seen a lot. I've done a lot, right? But one thing I pride myself in, I've never had an STD all 40 years. I count on one hand on my sexual partners. I count on one hand my sexual partners, which is amazing. When I was in high school, I used to get clowned about that. Like in high school, I didn't talk to nobody, no women, nothing. I used to get clowned about that. Like, what, when you get no play? Nah, just never. I was clowned about that. But as I grew older and got more mature, I understood that real women value that. They value that, right? But that's neither here nor there. But I believe that when you get to a mature state, like I am, this is the point I'm making. You get to a mature state where you've seen a lot in life, you've done a lot, but you've experienced a lot as well. And the things that you've seen is now holding you back from doing the very things that's so tempting. Now, I got to keep it funky with you. I don't care who you are, whether you're the bishop, a pastor, a preacher, a church person, you don't believe in God, you believe whatever, you're a stand-up person, it doesn't matter. You can get tempted to the place where you think about doing it. Period. I don't care how good of a woman you are, good of a wife, good of a husband. I don't care. You can get tempted to do the very thing that you don't want to do. That's life, right? However, I know from my stance, I look at it like this. That's why I made that video about the 90-day rule. You gonna wait 90 days to have sex? Go check that video out. I think it'll help you out. But the reason I look at it from my standpoint, being almost 40, I've seen a lot of my friends catch STDs. I've seen one of my friends in particularly. I'm not gonna say my friend. It was a guy that we used to work together when I was a merchant marine. He goes overseas, and this and that happens overseas, right? He goes overseas, has some type of sexual experience with a woman, and didn't know he caught herpes. Came back, and before he had opportunity to, lay with the woman that he's with, right? What happened was he got tested or whatever. I don't know what happened, right? All I know is he caught herpes, and he spared his woman and didn't give it to her because I guess something transpired, whatever. But when you see certain scenarios like that at my age, it makes you think twice before you be like, it's tempting, but I'm good. Where by himself, it took him 4 years without the woman. Ladies, I need you to be that woman. I need you to be that woman that now I'm not saying that, okay, and it's unrealistic thinking. I need you to live so he won't be so stressed out. It's going to be like that because you have feelings too. There's needs that you need. I'm not just talking sexually, but there's needs that you need. I need you to spend quality time with me. I need us to sit down and talk. I need us to cuddle. I need us to spend intimate times together where we're talking about deep things. You need that, right? So as a result, when you don't get what you need, women, when you don't get what you need, you nitpick a lot. Y'all, Jimmy Crack Corn, I don't care. I'm gonna keep it all the way funky with y'all. You nitpick, right? There's certain things that happens when you don't get what you need, especially with a man. When a man doesn't get what he needs, there's certain things that goes wrong in relationships. Period. That's real. But talking to the women right now, women, you possess so much power. I get it. When you get in an argument with your guy and you criticize him about whatever, whether it's about financials, whether it's about something physical, whether it's about his job, whatever criticism, and I'm not talking about a constructive criticism. I'm talking about a negative criticism. When you criticize this guy about anything, this sticks at the back of his mind. It does. And what happens is he may act on it sooner or later, but he's going to act on it. So he can prove to you, and I get it, you say whatever you say, and he seems unbothered, but every man is bothered by what you say negatively. Like for real, get with me. Every man is bothered by what you say to him negatively. If you say something to him positively, or you give him some affirmation of faith, it helps him out in life. But when you say something to him negatively, that affects him. And this goes the same for guys. But what I want to share with you is statistics share with us that more women would say something disrespectful before the man says something disrespectful. A man, he would say something disrespectful too. But that's generally coming from the woman first. Now, you have some situations where the woman is humble. She doesn't say anything disrespectful. This guy says something disrespectful. You have certain cases, case-by-case scenario. But statistically proven, it shows that women, and the reason it's like that, I was reading the statistic, and the reason it's like that, because most women can't physically beat the man. So since I can't physically beat you, I will beat you mentally. That's not me. That's statistics, right? So women usually say things that hit below the belt. Why? Because they know that will get him to a place or make him feel a way that she really wants him to feel, whether it's right or wrong. And on this other side of the spectrum, statistically proven, men use money as their power of influence to get the woman to do what they want to do. That's just how it is. How can we marry the two to be healthy? This is how we marry the two to be healthy. You can marry the two to be healthy because the woman, she's going to speak positive and not negative to you. And men, you're going to show her that this money that I have is for us and not for me to use leverage over you so that I can control you. But let's get to this. Ladies, as I said, when you use criticism or any kind of criticism, or let's erase the criticism for a moment. A man always wants to look like he's the macho or the head macho or this guy in front of you, right? Case in point. I'm going to give you my story and I'm gone, right? So years ago, I think I was about 24, 25. No, I wasn't 25. I was about 23, 24, around about that age. Plenty of money. I mean, when I tell you I had plenty of it. Didn't have no bills, no children. No, I wasn't in a relationship. I was single. I was a merchant marine. Like, I had money. Like, I remember we came back from overseas one time and I took all my friends out. This is my club days. We went to the club. Right, went to a few clubs. I went to the bank, never forget, went to Bank of America, right there in Chesapeake, right? Went to Bank of America. I took out $10,000 cash, right? I had plenty of money. I mean, plenty of money, right? For that age. I wish I understood financial literacy the way I understand it now. Life would be different. However, had money then, right? Took out $10,000. I got $3,000 in ones, right? Bowling. I thought I was bowling. We went to one club one night. Went to 3 clubs, right? Went to one club one night. Had the $1,000 in ones. And, one point in the club, we just, hey, turn it up. I'm just letting the air out, letting it rain, right? $1,000 of ones in the air. Matter of fact, this was before the era where making it rain was popular, right? No strip club, just a regular club. This was before the era of, making it rain was popular. The security guard came to me on the first club, and I had already threw all the ones up anyway. So he came to me, and he was like, hey, I need you to stop. I'm like, for what? He said, I need you to stop because you may create a riot. People may start fighting to pick up the money. Okay. So that was that day. So I'm balling. I'm living life, right? Blowing money. So on this other particular day, I took out all my friends. And they had some friends, so I took them as well. Got in the club, paid extra to get in the club, got a VIP section. This was before VIP sections was popular. Got a VIP section, right? And I'm leading to a story, so follow me here. So we got into the club, and this one particular guy, he wasn't really my friend. I knew him, but he wasn't my friend. He was a friend of a friend, right? And at the end of the night, he needed a ride home. And I told him, I said, I got you, big dog. I got you. See, I didn't drink back then. I didn't really drink. So everybody else drunk. I was the designated driver because I've always been like this. I never wanted to be in a position where I wasn't in control of driving. I always wanted to be in control of driving because when I was ready to go, I'm ready to go, period, right? So we leave. Everybody about to leave. I'm about to go where I'm about to go. Everybody else, we met at my guy. We went back to my guy's house. Everybody about to go their way. And where he lives, we were in Chesapeake, the place called Ipswich. No, not Ipswich. We was in Camelot at this time. He lived in Suffolk, which was about a good 25, 30-minute ride. And he needed a ride home. And at first I was like, I got you. I'll take you home. No problem. He was like, no, I'm good. I said, no, I got you. He said, you sure, man? I said, yes. He said, matter of fact, let me give you some money. Keyword. I had money. He said, let me give you some money for gas. I said, no, you good, man. Don't worry about it. He said, no, man, I got to give it to you because you're looking out. I said, nah, man, I'm good. Don't worry about it. I don't need it. So he insists. He gives it to me anyway. All right, so I take it. It was $20, right? So I took it. I tried to give that to him. He wouldn't take it. He wouldn't give it back. He gave it to me. All right, cool. Right? So, dropped them off. A few days later, my friends asked me, why did you let him play you like that? I said, what are you talking about? I just threw $1,000 in the air, right? You saw it. We all saw it, right? What are you talking about? He said he gave you a fake 20. I said, what? Gave you a fake 20. So the 20 was fake. So what happened was, the backstory to that was he had a business, right? And he sold Air Force Ones. So at this time, they used to get Air Force Ones the fake ones from New York. And he had a big block load of them. And what happened was, no. What happened was he thought they were real, but they were fake. He paid $3,500 for it, right? And he bought the real ones. I'm messing the story up. He bought some real ones. And somebody came by to buy all of the inventory that he had, right? And they paid $3,500 for the shoes. That's the story. They paid $3,500 for all the shoes that he had. That's how many shoes he had in his inventory. But what happened was they paid $3,500 in fake bills. All the bills was fake. That's the backstory to how he had the fake money, right? So he gave me $20 of the fake of the fake $3,500 that he received. So, and I'm still on track because I'm telling you that men will try to do anything to look like a man in front of their woman. So I'm like, what? And at this time, I'm a jazzy talker. Like, I'm a real jazzy talker back then. And I'm cocky, arrogant, everything you can think about, that was me at that time, right? So what happened was I saw this guy when they told me about the $20 bill. I was a little bit upset because I told him I'm good. So I felt like I was played. And that's another thing. When you're connected to the wrong people, they will boost your head up in an area that doesn't need to be boosted up. You could have let that thing go. I should have let it go. I had money. Oh, it doesn't matter. $20 bill. Okay, cool. So I didn't call him anything like that. So on this particular day, we were at 7-Eleven. I had no business being at 7-Eleven at 11 o'clock at night. It's a you guys know 7-Eleven gas station, right? I go to get some water and some paper because I was a rapper back then, right? So I saw him. I pulled up in my Magnum. So I'm in the store. I'm at the cash register. I never forget this day. This day running my head. So I'm at the cash register paying for my stuff, and I hear his voice walks in. And I'm into giving my money to the cashier. And I'm hearing his voice. And I said, oh man, that's the old buddy. Cool. So I get my stuff. I walk out the store, go to my car, right? Loud music playing, everything. I got a Dodge Magnum. That's when the Magnum first dropped. I'm looking good, feeling good, all that good stuff, all to be off, right? He comes out and sees me. Hey, what's up, man? I said, nah, man, no, what's up, me? I'm jazzy at this time now. I'm a lot humble now. Jazzy at this time. So I'm like, hey, that's what broke people do. Trying to give people fake 20s. So, you know, I'm saying some other stuff, right? That's affecting his ego at the time. Now, remember, I told you that guys would do anything in front of their ladies to look like a man. So this guy was in front of his girlfriend. His girlfriend was there, right?